backtesting. No, I think it's essential. It's one of the best ways to really become confident in your strategy. And the more times you see it play over, the more confident you are to take every trade and every setup that comes. And yeah, I just highly recommend it. So for me, I backtest the last week. I sort of do a review of the last week, what I missed, so I can see what I missed, what I could have done better, how the market moved, how much was on offer, what did I get, type of thing. And yeah. So we're going to go through this. I want to do something different. I found this indicator. A friend of mine recommended to us. I've already removed up to, I think it's like Friday, 17th of March data. But I'll share it with you guys, and I'll run over like a. Got so many indicators here. I don't know why. I think back from the start when you first start trading, you just try every single indicator that you can find. Was not different. And multi time frame break of structure. That's the one there. I'll put a link in the description as well. It looks really clean. I was just looking for a couple like super clean. I know there's one by Lux Algo. I just think it's too much. It's just a lot going on with that one. So I wanted to find something similar that I can use, even just to set alerts, on different time frames to see when there's a break of structure, which this is pretty cool. Like say, no, you can't do it when you're in replay mode, but yeah, you can like set alerts for like a new break of structure, bearish or bullish, or just any break of structure on different time frames. So maybe you can if you wanted confirmation, you can have an alert that goes off when you have a break of structure on the 15, or you have your alert when you entered when the price enters your point of interest, but then you also have the alert that says that when we have a break of structure on the 2 minute or the 5 minute, for a confirmation entry or something like that. And so you don't have to be sitting there staring at the charts all day. You can back test, do other stuff. Yeah. So this will be the first time I played around with it, but this will be the first time doing a back test with it on. I'm still going to mark out the lines, but I really wanted to see, it looks pretty good from what I want to use. Yeah, I like that, to be honest. Pretty clear. And yeah, I didn't change any of the settings, I think. And no, pretty much, I think just the only one select time frame. Oh, here, show market structure on other time frames. And so I put it down to the minute, because then you can see the market structure on every time frame, which is pretty crazy. I think this is all the same. I'm going to run through it a bit, but yeah, anyway, we'll get into it. Okay, so yeah, I like that. I'm going to start on the daily anyway. The weekly, it's not like, I don't know, that important for me. But I'm also just going to mark these out so I have the lines, there myself. That was a nice daily break of structure. And yeah, daily high. I like how it also has a label of strong and weak. I do that myself already, but just to let you know, what low led to the last break of structure. What are you expecting to break, this week high, if the trend is to continue. Okay. Even gives you the premium discount zone, which is pretty cool. So we are sitting in the premium. Sitting in the discount, sorry, as we know. And yeah, we could mark out this as well. Got a daily demand that we're sitting inside of. We've also, it doesn't show you chop or anything, but I like to mark my own chop out because I don't really like the Lux Algos one either. I don't know, 15 shock. It's like I would say this is like a daily like internal chalk. So we're in a bullish daily leg. We've had this back and forth, and then we had a sweep, a break with body, another sweep, which is pretty brutal. But the way that closed, I don't know, it seems still, if we had got a reverse chalk, I'm still pretty bullish here. I think that could have just been another accumulation before we go. Let's go to the 4 hours. Yeah, look at this. This is really cool. I'm not going to mark out all these, but it's pretty accurate. I'm going to play around with the settings a little bit. But yeah, quite cool. So I'm really liking it. That's what I'm going to share with you guys. Just, if you're even struggling a bit with, I still recommend going through it on your own and being really confident with it. Yeah, this is a low to break. Obviously, we'll wick through it, so this is sort of the new low, but this is the last close and break. So yeah. Just get this out of the way. 4 hour high, we'll label that. Week high. Oops. and the strong low. As it's still holding, we haven't had any 4-hour body breaks. And yeah, so we're expecting this to break really. Let's go on the 15-minute, and then we can get up until the end. I think because we're Thursday, yeah, true. I'll skip forward a bit. I didn't go far enough. Friday, so be soon. Don't want to go too far. Right, pretty much there. I might turn my sessions on. Yeah, perfect. These are just, standard sessions. Shows you green, London, crossover, London, New York, red, New York, and then yellow is Asia. So yeah, I think that was the weekend gap. Perfect. So yeah, we've got our 15 high and our 15 low, very similar to our 4-hour high, 4-hour low. We've got internal breaks here, which you can trade, because we're in 15 bull. So internal 15 market structure, you trade up to the high, which I generally like to do. So let's see. What was this? 15 BOS. This is, getting a little bit messy here. So I'd say the last strong low on the 15 be something down here. I include the last black candle because just you look at the power in there. And what I've been doing just to backtest is because I've had a few, just the way the challenges work. With my 2-minute entry, it's really defined, but sometimes you just get wicks into the 2-minute, and then so I haven't been getting filled, which has been super frustrating. So I've been splitting some of my orders at the 25 line just to guarantee a fill, and then either depending on maybe splitting another order on a 50 and then the 2-minute as well. And then I, calculate at the end, what was the best outcome. But for these back tests, I think I'm just going to split between the 25 and the 50 just because it makes it a bit quicker. And then I will afterwards report the results of the 2-minute as well, that I found can work quite well. But yeah, you just really have to sometimes give a bit of room just to get filled, especially with the prop firms with the spreads. So yeah, really, this is all, not really. If we're going here, we'd split the order between there, quite a big. And we just aim for the highs. I'm going to move this down to just one. Whatever, yeah, still an Asian session, so. Look at that. See, even there we didn't get filled, but not an issue. I would say this is our, got another break of structure. Have a look. Just aiming for the same. That high. It's big stop loss, but let's we can just do the 50% line. Okay, this didn't get filled. It's 11i if it comes back. No flip zones in there. Okay. Very bullish now, so we're not expecting it to include the wick. Same. Essentially here it's sort of invalidated for us, but we'll see if it comes back. It's another one. Very impulsive. What do we have? What do we got here? Down, push. A little bit of imbalance below. Let me have a think. I think I still take this. It's on the New York Open. So if we're going to be bullish, it's going to be defended. Obviously, it could be swept, but oh, we would have been filled in both positions. Remember, we had one here for 5R and 8R. So let's see. Well, we're into spread hours. Back in the Asian session. Okay, hold on, let me pause it. If you weren't, it's a bit more accurate. If you weren't in anything, there was obviously the possibility of a confirmation entry when we had this sweep and this like internal chock, we could call it. You know, so we had this, we had a 15 consolidation broken. This would have been our new order block. But with this, because you're so much higher, you'd be like just taking the 50% zone. Obviously, you can just enter off the 25. But yeah, I'd probably refine it to the 2 minutes. But I just want to give you like the basic idea of structure. I don't want to get too confused with low time frame stuff just yet. That comes later when you've got the basic understand the market structure and the strategy. So you'd be in this one. Maybe you trade Asia session, you've seen this setup. But let's say, so I would be just in one or the other. Let's see if it holds. Looks like you'd be out of, pause that for a second. So this wick got run. So yeah, you would have lost this one. This one's still in. Let's have a look. Another internal type chalk. Guess this is always when we've got this wick low and it was put in end of New York. Maybe you don't have people to defend it, so it's just open liquidity. But we'll count that as a loss because we count every single one of them. But it's obviously a loss in Asia. So what do we have? Chalk is here. So with chalk, I was looking at like the flip zone. Okay, because we had a lower high and then a lower low. Looking at the point in the middle, that one's probably the most confusing for some people. Mainly, even if it's like, you've got all green candles, you want to look at like, you can even look on the 5 minutes if it looks like a clean break of structure with a 15-minute consolidation. Here, we'll do it quickly now. Then that's usually like a nice place. Okay, mind you, it isn't really that clean, but I would still like look at this big liquidity sweep here. If we come back, that one's holding, so I would definitely take that. Okay, if we come back to it, we are very bullish right now. Oh, we're already on Tuesday. Actually, what I want to do is I want to split the orders up. So pretty easy one today. For Monday, nothing. Didn't get filled. So delete. And this would have been, it hasn't played out fully yet. So it's still running. So yeah, maybe I'll combine Monday and Tuesday together just to see if we can get something here. Oh, yep, sorry. That's the same target. All right. No entry. Let's have a look. I've got this. Delete this. Very impulsive these first couple of days. Whoop. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was actually these first couple of days, I was still in Morocco actually. It's my wife's birthday. We live in the south of Spain, so you can just go over to Morocco 1 hour by flight. So we went over and checked it out. It's very, very different, very interesting. But yeah, it was beautiful. Really beautiful old town. There we go. We've hit the highs. So this would have played out. So let's just tally that up. What did we have? It was a 5.3 at the 2 and a 25, and an 8.35. Okay. 0.25, 5R, times the 8R. So a quick look while we're on this. See if my magic 2 minute would have played. What do we have here? Yeah, no. See, yeah, these are the ones where I've brought in back a little bit higher strategy, a lot of imbalance. I'm looking at like potentially using something like to measure the imbalance and then taking, half, enters up to 50% as well. But I think at the moment with the 15 and then dividing up, it's working quite well. Let's go back to the 15. Right. Let me just change that to green. And an unfortunate loss. Wow, it's all right. It's happened. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right, now we've broken the highs. So what's next? Yeah, so now we've broken this high. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Very nice break. What do we have? Should give me a second on. Didn't mark out at the start. It's on me. Guess we're still within, I guess. Let's just take the wick. It's like a supply point where we've rejected from. You can see once. I'm just going to leave the part that's unmitigated that we're now tagging into. Also, we have this. Oh, it's lagging so bad. Let's move across 4 hour and this highest point up here. We're expecting to break the daily high, but these are areas of like retracements. If we get 15-minute shock, we look to come down and ride it back up, because markets don't just generally go all the way like that. We can have this, that sort of thing. So we want to be prepared for it. Just want to mark those out. Let's go back to the 15. Okay, so we've broken the 4 hour high, and there's a 15-minute high as well. External 15-minute. Very bullish right now, so I'm interested to see where we go. Realistically, don't really like the look of that. Let me have a look on the 5 minutes, see if it looks clean at all. There's potential it could hold. Just line it up. No, actually I'm not. There's no liquidity sweep or anything like that. It's very, it's quite weak, so I'm going to leave that. Yeah, so let's see how we go. No real, no trades right now pending. So, all right. Well, here we go. We had, no, well, how do I do that? Liquidity, and we could all, yeah. Let's say we had a 15 consolidation, push a high, a chock. It's very weak. I'd like to see a stronger break. Yeah. Chock. We're in a 4 hour. Let's have a look. It's a weak chock. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Just because there's so many, got all these, such a bullish momentum. We are in a 4 hour that has been tested before, but let's see. For me, it feels weak. Could be wrong. Could just melt here. Looks like we're ranging a little bit. It's just quite messy PA. There's like to see another 15. Have a look. Sometimes when I get a bit like this, I'll draw in the premium and discount zone for this last leg. And, I'd like for it to come in the vicinity of this, or more likely into here, and then look for a chock. Because we've got like a 15-minute chock here, technically, but I'd like it to come deeper. So no trades here. Gonna remove the 4 hour week. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's how it's closed. So let's see what happens overnight. Sort of. Nah, it's still weak. I'd like to come deeper. Maybe swing these lows. Asia takes the lows, and then we get some sort of shock. Let's try that. Yeah, it's times like this you have to be patient. And obviously we can skip through 15 minutes easily here, but looks like it did hold. Could have been. It's good to know. Good to mark up. It's like interesting ones like this when you get such a minor pullback. Like there's the discount zone. It's just super minor pullback into, if this breaks a high, it's very impulsive. So, but yeah, that was Asian range, and let's see, maybe we go to entry. That was the chock out of sweeping the Asian range, and so I'd like this candle. Just going to keep it simple for this video. We've got like a big rejection here. But yeah, let's see if it even comes back before we spend time marking all the way out. Yeah, look, we've already run the highs, so took the highs, closed on the high. I do like this flip zone here. I'll take orders out of here. And orders out of here. Okay. It's a bit tricky though. Where's our target? Maybe we'll take the high. It's not bad. Let's see. Okay, so we would have been filled on one of the orders, which would have been there on the 2.5. This is what I mean about taking the 2.5. I'm really liking that at the moment. Got another structure here. You have a look. We had this. This is a nice one. We've got the swing of liquidity. We've got the balance coming out, and we've got it breaking the structure. So same setup here. And I would say the same target. Let's just see. We'll probably have to take this off to 50% only. Yeah, because I don't think we'd get there. We want at least 3 to 1. We'll have to be close, yeah. Let's just go to 50%. I'm going to bring this in a bit. Sorry, it gets a bit messy. Yeah, sweet. Wonder if we get another one before it breaks. Ooh. Okay. Let's have a look. Where do we reject? I guess just off the wick high, hey? That's the part when you get like taking these ones right into the 4 hour point of interest. I guess like You could have followed up with 5-minute market structure once they're in, but these things happen. You could have just kept going. I think we're still in one of them, which is interesting, but let's re-manage. So this one we're just in. This one we've lost, but we've had break. Realistically, we'd probably be hedging anyway, and we'd be in it. Just because we've had this internal shock inside, this weakness, plus then shock here. However, we've got, yeah, it's true. Sorry, I didn't notice that as well. It's getting a bit messy. We then have bullish shock again. So I would be looking at this, funny enough. We're bullish on all time frames. Oh yeah, that's another cool thing about this. This comes with the indicator. It's all free, and it tells you the market structure on each time frame, which is super handy. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to put this thing there. We'd be looking at same goes here. I split it. I'm not going to put both the. We split it across both of these 25 and 50 line. Looks like it's all happening without us, but let's see. Whoa, news. There we go. Whoa, yeah, crazy. Anyway, we got our target. We didn't get filled. We lost one, but what was this? Would have been 4.76. Yeah, that's all we would have got. So 0.25, 4.76. So how that works for me, I'm risking on my funded account, the $100,000 FTMO is 0.25% each trade. So there'd be like 125 on there. That got entered. So yeah, what's that? I don't know, 600 or something like that, approximately. Obviously, you'd like when they both get tagged. But yeah, here it'll be minus 1R, which is minus 250. So I calculate that all up at the end that's why I write what got tagged in. And this was a miss. Would have been lovely to get in. I wonder if there was any other opportunities. Very messy. Could possibly have said, okay, we've got some breakup structure here, internal still, but I don't think I wouldn't personally be having a pending order ready for the race decision to go if I'm not already in something. So we leave that. But if you want to trade the news, looks like it still does work. But yeah, with the funded accounts, it's just the slippage can be just crazy. We're already on Wednesday. Yeah. Let's see. We'll just jump that whole imbalance area. Okay, we did. I wonder if this would have got tagged. See how we had a lower high in here? It's not clean and it's probably huge, but just something I'm forward testing. Potentially. I won't flash it though, it's quite messy. And, news hasn't settled, but let's keep going. Yeah, this is cool. This is literally just updated to the new leg premium discount. So waiting ideally to get into the discount zone. We'll have some sort of OB marked down here, I guess. Maybe there's a bit of liquidity above it. See what happens. Let me just go back. Wednesday, yeah, very, very tricky. Not tricky, just quick market. Not very many entries on just using the 4 hours and the 15 minutes. Yeah. So Wednesday, potentially, 4.7R, entering on the 2.5 and minus 1. So probably still profitable, both for the start of the week. But yeah, not a lot on offer. So let's see. I don't know. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys did last week. I was away. I think I got back. Yeah, well, I don't think I got back. I got back on Wednesday, so I was back trading Thursday, Friday. So I had a couple of wins, so there should be some opportunities in there. So which is nice. Way to end the week. Really really, yeah, now just see what I'm looking at. We've got this extreme here with liquidity. Honestly, I could see us. I don't see us coming back down here and then going like that. That just doesn't make sense. We could get close to this line and do some sort of a 15-minute chock. I'd be willing to long up into this top here. But right now, yeah, we just got to see what unfolds. There's no trades for me right here. Yeah, look at that. I guess Asia just wants to take the high. Yeah, I just wouldn't have traded any. Obviously, you could be more aggressive. Like this wick low held and we got 15-minute chock, but it's just super aggressive trading for me when we haven't had like a decent pullback. But yeah, let's see. I wonder if Asia will take the highs. Grinding up slowly. Right, there we go. It's done. What time did it do that? I reckon that was the help of, yeah, German, Frankfurt Open, Frankfurt session. Yep. Okay, let's still see. I don't really have. London has just taken it all back. Okay, we're inside this 4 hour that we marked up earlier. We've had a 15-minute chock here. We've still got our low, our high. Looks pretty weak. You know, could see a sweep, and then if we want to push higher. Otherwise, what do we got here? Alert going off. Let me have a quick look. Interesting, pushing up. Okay, what do we got here? That. This. I don't mind this. Very short. Just the target for me, it's a bit tricky. But we're 4 hours. Could be aggressive. Let's assume these lows look pretty weak. I think we'll get some sort of sweep. Okay, well, that's some crazy price action, to be honest. But we would have been in both. Pretty nice. Probably even the 2 minute too, if we took a deeper entry. We've now had another 15 breaker structure internally. As my target's there's not really anything to, that's worth the risk reward. Yep. Aye. That's a really nice trade. You can see I didn't take this just because this created the high and the low, so it's not really a valid supply, and a supply just because it created a lower low and a higher high. It's just not very strong, and yeah, so it's pretty good. We're at 5.2, 3.1. Let's mark that up. Yeah, it was super nice at this one. So some liquidity as well. That's really what we want to see. Okay, so we've now broken these lows. I just like to look at probably this. Even that I'm not really enjoying. Okay. Yeah, this isn't valid for me anyway now. We're making our way back. Let's see what happens here. We're in spread hours now, so. So yeah, hold on a second. Let me change that to green. What was that, Thursday? Thursday, one winner. No losses. Not bad. Yeah, you guys, I just want to say, if you have any questions at all, comment. Join the Telegram. I'm trading full time every day, so I'm always available pretty much. And yeah, I'm willing to help answer all your questions. If you want to make videos about certain things that you don't understand, I'm happy to. Even about these indicators and everything like that, they look like they're really awesome. Actually, I only do a few markups myself that are like internal type of weaknesses or strengths that I see within the market at certain levels. Like of course I'm going to take on these. Sorry, I didn't mark that out. These more bearish, especially like looking for reversals inside these 4 hours and that sort of thing. For me, it doesn't need to break this low. Looking for like quicker reversals, which is great. And yeah, let's move on. We're now on Friday already. Yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely a slow week. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe, yeah. Let's see. Before I mark a bit, we had like, a weak break of structure here. This could be almost nearly a chalk. Yeah, if you want to be aggressive, you could call that a chalk. And be taking longs out of this if you want. Targets, good question. Not too sure. There we go. Yeah. I drew it up, so we're in the middle of imbalance. It's pretty bad, but I'll class it as -1. I don't think I would have taken that in real life, especially not if I hadn't been filled by the time we got to Asian session. So let's close it. By the time we get to London session, sorry, because London Open, you get some crazy sweeps, and yeah, going down, down, down. Okay, we don't have to worry about this. We're not using this as like old market structure. Do like this. Really nice sweep before the dump. Whether we come all the way back up to that is yet to remain seen. If we did, I'd just be targeting the low. Sweet. But let's see. I don't know if we're going to retrace that far. Yeah, look. Whoa, what a dump. What is this? Could have hold a couple of days, but hindsight's 2020. So this one's deleted. Let me zoom back out. Let me have a quick look on the 4 hours. Hopefully it doesn't reveal too much. Yeah, huge. Yeah, we rejected from that after filling this imbalance. Let me move some of this out of the way. Oh yeah, look, we're back into a. This is. Oh, that's pretty nice there. That could be what we're rejecting from now. We got this 4 hour flip zone, where we flip the high. Swept liquidity, imbalance, got liquidity there. Definitely interested to see what happens out of that. Otherwise, we've got a few unmitigated areas down there. I'm not going to mark them all out. I should have looked at, sometimes I get caught up in the 15 backtesting and don't zoom out to the 4 hour because I don't want to reveal anything. But yeah, that's pretty good. So let's look. This could be a potential because we're still, okay, we've had 15 shock. 15 breaks of structure. We're still 4 hour bullish. It's a 4 hour bullish leg. Let's go back to the 4 hours. You can still see 4 hour bullish. Premium, that's really awesome. I didn't know that. So it's telling us that we're in the premium of the 4 hour, which that's why I wanted to come and check, which we are. Does it tell us that when I'm on the 15? Oh, that's really great. And yeah, so we're probably looking for like, if this is going to go bullish again, it should do it soon. So maybe some 15 shock and then we're on our way. Well, right, that's what we're looking for. Oh man, why is it lagging so bad? Let me delete that. not of interest to us anymore. Okay. I'll leave that in. Maybe I'll edit it out when I finish this. I mean, not being able to draw a line 7 times. Okay, let's look at this. Realistically, this, if we want to go like big swing trade after that breakout, that's 25. We'll put one on 25 and a 50, obviously, but just for the sake of it. Big stop loss, but that's 11R, and that's just on the 25%. Or if on the 50 you have a 17R, so let's see. I wonder if we get tagged. Okay, hold on. We're in both. Got a nice 15 breaker structure. That's really good filled in both. Could look at getting in off this if it comes back. Just gonna clean this up a bit, so that's getting a bit messy. Let's see if it comes back before it creates more structure. It's looking kind of good. I'm gonna mark it up. Do the same target. Oops, did not. It's like squeezing out. Okay. What are we on Sunday? We are close the weekend. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So this will be running if you hold it over the weekend. Depends on your prop firm and all that sort of stuff. You could have closed it for a 3.5R if you weren't holding over the weekend. Be all right. Let's leave it there. Yeah, not a very eventful week actually. Not great amounts on offer, but those you just have these types of weeks. So at 0.25. Let me just line it up. And we're just going to do it by this week. So you have 2.2 and 3.5. Okay, not bad. Nothing to be. What do we have? Let's look at the total here. Total on 0.5, 25 entries. We had 5R plus 4.7, 9.7R, 12.8, and 15R. And on 0.5, 8R, what's that? 13.2 and 16.7. 5 entry. And losses -2. Pretty good. So yeah, if let's say you're splitting your you're splitting your orders between them, so it would be a total of 15R -2R. So yeah, you got 13R for the week. Still very nice. You're trading at even 0.25% or 0.5%. You still got 4%.